What is going on, guys? My name is Moto, and today you're going to be watching a Monster Energy Supercross, the official Supercross video game video here today on my channel. This is my 2019 Glendale replica track. Now, this is not perfect. This is kind of just what I saw off of press day. I couldn't really see the entire track, so there is a couple things that are definitely wrong. However, it is pretty close to accurate, and yeah, I'm pretty pumped on it. I think it turned out pretty great. Couldn't really see the inside of this corner, couldn't really see how this rhythm section was going to play out, just based on how press day was kind of set up. So, sorry guys, not a flawless replica, but it's pretty close, if I'm honest with you, Chief. Regardless, we got some things to talk about today. I just Malcolm Stewarted through that rhythm section. Is that tier? Not rhythm section. Oh, God. That whoop section. Hopefully that's not too soon to say, but you know, that was kind of good timing. However, let's get into it. So obviously today we are going to be discussing the 250 and 450 results and all that stuff for Glendale 2019, as it happened on Saturday. This is Monday at the time of recording. I couldn't record it then or yesterday. Yesterday I was pretty much working all day. Today I should have been working, but we ended up having a snow ass day. Couldn't go out and pour concrete and watch that shit dry because America. Regardless, let's hop into it. So 250s. Adam Cirillo kicked some serious tookus, okay? He did. I'm gonna fucking use old people terms. Kick some tookus, okay? Kick some serious tookus, alright? Old boy went out there, got the job done. Won this race. I think he had like a 15-second gap over old boy Colton Nichols, okay? He's not Colton Nichols. You know, I'm just making funny jokes. Regardless, Colton Nichols got second place, Shane McElrath in third, and I believe fourth was R.J. Hampshire, then Jimmy Dakotas, and then Dylan Ferrandis. Now, here's the story I think is going to happen the rest of the season. Dylan Ferrandis, Adam Cirillo, both stay healthy. They both don't fuck themselves over in the season, you know what I mean? They actually race well, and both of them are racing good. They will literally be battling for wins, and it's going to be those two the rest of the season. Colton Nichols might sneak in there, McElrath might sneak in there, but I don't think anybody else can really sneak in there. Honestly, in my opinion, it's going to be a Ferrandis AC show, and that's kind of exciting. I want to see them battle it out. I think that is the battle that we want to see, and you know, that's just my opinion on the matter. I don't know about you guys, but hey man, I would be super excited. I'm very pumped that Adam Cirillo is going to win this, or win one Glendale. Holy fuck, I'm stuttering. Tyler 1 has just, you know, infested me. Regardless, you know, that's just how it is, man. I think that Adam really deserved this win on Saturday, and who knows, man. Maybe this will start up a string of things dominant. Maybe we can see him perform the way he was performing his rookie season when he came out and was just winning everything. That would be super exciting. He doesn't have the red plate. Colton Nichols still maintained that. Obviously finished second. Adam finished fifth last week. But I believe that does put Adam in second for the points, I want to say. I want to say he's second in the points. He might be third, but I think Shane is in third. I'm pretty sure Shane is in third. I know the top three right now in points is Colton Nichols, Adam Cirillo, and then Shane. However, you know, the positioning is flip-flop. Of course, I try to hit that ridiculous triple. It doesn't work. Yeah, I know that's kind of how that works. So, all in all, pretty good 250 race. I guess notable rider would be Jacob Hayes coming out battling for fifth. Ended up crashing. Similarly to obviously Ferrandis crashing at the beginning. I don't think he crashed the same way, but unfortunately, you know, standout rides for both of them could have been huge. However, they both crashed, and I believe Jacob Hayes couldn't even finish the race because his bike got mangled. So unfortunate for him. He was running in fifth and or sixth, just battling for it. Very good for him. So keep an eye on Jacob Hayes. Jacob Hayes is a very good rider, and he could really make an impact this season. So big eyes on him. So anyway, let's move on to the 450 class, and as I stated earlier with the Malcolm Stewart move, me crashing in the whoops, Malcolm Stewart is the big story in my opinion from this weekend. Besides Blake Baga, ended up crashing in the whoops and breaking his femur right there on that triple, and you know, that sucked because Mookie, in my opinion, was the fastest guy of the day, and it didn't matter. It was, you know, he had ridiculously fast pace in the qualifying session. I believe he ended up qualifying second, I want to say. behind Justin Hill, who also had some pretty good pace. However, I don't know, man. I just think Mookie was definitely the fastest guy of the day, you know, plain and simple. I really do, and I think that if he would not have crashed, he had a very good shot at winning the race, how fast he was. You know, would have been kind of a toss-up. Maybe he didn't, maybe he did. But I really do think Malcolm could have won that race and or got on the podium at least, and it would have been a really, really entertaining thing to see. Unfortunately, broke his femur, like I said. So, damn, Mikey Moto. Feels bad, man. Feels bad, Mikey Moto. Mikey Moto knows what I'm talking about. Mikey knows. If Michael LaCour watches this video, he's going to know. And he's probably going to be mad, but funny stuff. Regardless, Malcolm Stewart crashes out after probably being the favorite, or the fan favorite rider and the fastest guy of the day. Heat race trouble for Eli Tomac. Apparently, he had something wrong with his brakes. I don't know. Nobody really knows exactly what happened with him, but he was looking down at the right side of his bike during the heats and ended up having to come back. I think he ended up getting 11th in the heat, and then he won the LCQ pretty easy. However, he narrowly avoided, you know, dying in the first corner of the LCQ. You know, big ass crash, LCQ first corner, barely avoids it. So good on Eli Tomac for staying out of that trouble and all of that good stuff. So with that being said, moving on to the main event, obviously with Malcolm Stewart crashing out, they had to red flag it. Ken Roxon was in the lead, followed by Jason Anderson, and then I want to say Blake was in third. I want to say Blake Baggett was in third, and then ended up, maybe it was Marv. I think maybe Marv was in third, Baggett was in fourth. I don't fucking know, dude. I don't remember. But restart ended up happening, and looked like it was going to be a Ken Roxon race to lose, and then ended up having Jason Anderson to battle with. He just had to hold him off for a little bit. Anderson ended up coming up with a controversial move. A lot of people are pissed off about it. I personally think it was just a racing incident. You know, shit happens, man. It's just how it is sometimes, man. I don't think he was trying to come in and intentionally take him out. For those of you guys who don't know, in the corner I just hit, Ken Roxon went to the outside, obviously, as normal. Jason Anderson ended up trying to come in for a block pass, and it looked like Roxon just cut down into his back tire. You know, it happens. I don't think Anderson was trying to take him out. I think there's, you know, Steve Mathis was discussing it in his post-race review on Pulp MX's Racers, or Pulp 60, I don't know, Fly Racing 60 show on Pulp MX. Talking about how Anderson really has the group of guys that he doesn't fuck with, and he doesn't try, you know, he doesn't do that stuff with, and it's like Eli, Eli's one of them, so is Roxon. It's like the elite of the elite. He never fucked with Dunge. He's got a lot of people he doesn't mess with, and, you know, Roxon is easily one of those people. So, I don't think he was trying to take him down. I think it just happened to be the, you know, racing incident. And Kenny kind of came out and was like, yeah, you know what, it happens. I just wasn't ready for him to be there, and I cut down. And so, obviously, Anderson ends up taking the lead after he takes Kenny down, who I believe stands up into fourth, ends up coming back into third, obviously, finishes out on the podium. But the bigger story, I guess the biggest story of the night, besides Mookie getting injured, was that Blake Baggett ended up getting around Jason Anderson to lead the last 3 laps of the race and win the race by passing him on the outside of the sweeper. He passed him on the start straight and went to the outside to pass him. That's how fast Blake was going. Now, a lot of people were like, oh, well, Blake has the chance, but now Anderson's going to just come in and just destroy him, and Blake's not going to get his win. But, dude, Anderson was just gassed, ended up fading like a rock, and Baggett ended up picking up his first ever career 450 Supercross win, which is huge, as well as RM, ATV, MC, KTM's first ever Supercross win as well. So that's huge, and you know, Blake has always been one of those riders that I've been really impressed with, and I've always liked watching him ever since he was on a Suzuki in the 250 class. That's when I was a fan of Blake Baggett. Very fast rider, and you know, impressive to see him come out with his first ever win. If it's any track that he was going to win, it was going to be this one, just based on the big length, and it was kind of like El Chupacabra-esque. You know, he just came up about, you know, he just started making moves, and that's how we like to see Blake Baggett ride. So very excited to have him, or see him win. Eli Tomac ended up finishing out in fourth, and then I believe it was Marv in fifth. I want to say it was Marv in fifth. Yeah, Marv was fifth, wasn't he? I swear he was in fifth. Maybe not. Might have been sixth. I just looked at the results. It was either him or Barsha. So regardless, very good results for the top 5, or top 6 really. Points end up looking like Ken Roxon is in... No, it is Barsha in 5th, I believe. Ken Roxon ended up finishing out in 1st, obviously, in the points now, by 1 point over Barsha. And then it is Eli Tomac 4 points off of Roxon, which is, you know, great to see this kind of, you know, this top 3 right here. Baggett ends up coming up clutch and going into 4th place somehow in the points because America, I guess, which is exciting to see. So this season's shaping out pretty well. I think that we start seeing a good pattern of, you know, Tomac, Anderson, and Roxon and Muscan coming up. Muscan's going to probably come up later, but I think Anderson just really needs to get his fitness down because he faded like a rock, man. He's tired. So that's my thoughts and opinions. I think that this could be a good championship, and you know, maybe next week, obviously, Anaheim 2 is going to be a triple crown. So let's see, man. I really hope that somebody new comes up and wins. And you know, I was thinking maybe Mookie could have taken his first ever Supercross 450 win as well, at it being you know, a triple crown, and him being that fast off the bat, he could take an overall very easily. However, he's obviously out. Maybe we see, you know, and this is a stretch and a half, maybe we see Vince Freeze. Maybe, man. He's a good starter, and if he can keep them behind him, who knows, man? He could pull a full-on Alessi. Who knows, dude? Who knows? That would be pretty crazy. I don't think that'll happen. I think that's like one of the last things that'll happen. Maybe we see Sealy win, and maybe we see Brayton come out with another win. Who knows? Hell, maybe we even see Chad Reed come out and finally get his last win. Maybe not his last win, but you know, one of, you know, the oldest win in the books, you know what I mean? Brayton then has to come back and try to counter it in a couple of years. Who knows? That would be so badass in my opinion, and hey, I'm excited for it. Who knows? That'd be really cool. So regardless, that is my thoughts and opinions on Glendale and all that good stuff. So hopefully we can see some good racing. And anyway, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit that like button. Comment down below what your thoughts and opinions on Glendale was, and maybe your predictions for Anaheim too. You know, I'm excited to see where this season holds. Real quick, want to announce that we're going to try to get Squadcast going again. It's been really busy. I was going to try to do a Squadcast with the guys for Anaheim 1. Ended up falling through because my internet fucked itself. Wanted to do a Glendale one, but then I ended up not home. I was pushing snow because in Indiana it was ridiculously snowy out here, so didn't really get to do a lot of crazy stuff. So yeah, also, if you are interested in Supercross the game videos and Supercross 2, I will be making videos on that when it comes out. Also, if you're trying to pre-order on the PlayStation Store, please contact Supercross the game so they can hopefully try to get this issue sorted out, because I really want to know just what's going on. Because, I mean, they said that if the glitch is not fixed, because apparently it's a glitch on PlayStation's part, that you know, and it doesn't auto download 2 days before the game is actually supposed to be out, then we have to contact them and let them know. But everybody should contact them if you are trying to do that, because it should not be on June 30th. So yeah, let them know. Anyway, guys, we're going to be doing a lot of shit on that game and all that, so hopefully you guys do enjoy that content. And if you do, stick around, man. I'm telling you, it's going to be a good time. So anyway, guys, thank you guys for joining. And again, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. We're going to release some pretty badass content. You know, at least I'm going to try to, you know, who knows. So anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching. And as always, guys, my name is Moto, and I'm out. Peace. Bye-bye.